understanding culture, society, and politics. Objectives: to discuss the culture, society, and politics as conceptual tools, to gather some factors of social realities. Topics: students as acting agents and social actors. Factors that accounts for social differences, cultural variation, and political identities. Culture, society, and politics as conceptual tools. Culture, society, and politics as conceptual tools. By the way, do you know your own culture? Do you know your own society? Do you know how politics run to your country? Well, culture, society, and politics are concepts. They exist, the realms of ideas and thoughts. As such, they cannot be seen or touched, and yet they influence the way we see and experience our individual and collective lives as social beings. Culture, society, and politics as conceptual tools. Concepts are created and being used to have firm grip of phenomena. This is according to Peirce in the year 1990. Describe a concept as the rational purpose of a word or a conception. This photo represents as a concept. By the way, what is a concept? Concept is an idea. It comes to your own mind. It's something that is based on your culture, education, social media, and others. This photo represents as a part also a concept based on the politics, social interaction, and even also the tools. Tools is a form of material. Even also in construction of materials, you can build houses by means of your own concept. Culture, society, and politics as conceptual tools. What is interesting about concept is that a conceptual tools, they allow us to form other concepts or relate concepts to each other, or even deconstruct old ones and replace them with something new. Culture, society, and politics as conceptual tools. According to Weber in the year 1946, admitted that concept is one of the great tools of all scientific knowledge. So that's why we need to have a concept on different parts, whether it's scientific, cultural, education, knowledge, social media, politics, and others. Culture, society, and politics as conceptual tools. As heuristic tool or simplifying tool, concept allow the discovery of new aspect as a phenomenon. In this case, concept can be conceived more as a means rather than as an end. And that's why, if you have already your own concept or idea, that's one way on how to beings created, rather than as end of time. Another meaning for the culture, where culture, society, and politics as a conceptual tools. Culture is a perfect example. With the concept of culture, anthropologists are able to explore and make sense of the complex process and dynamic that characterize the great variety of ways of living, practice, and observe around the world. So, this is one of the best ways in order to undefine culture. in different countries and different worlds. Culture is always based on the races, religion, attitudes, good taboos, education, and others. And that's the reason why culture is a part of a tool in our society, politics, economics, and our world in different races. Society's realities, behavior, and phenomena. When we see this picture, you have seen the different races, whether it's a black race, Asian race, and Caucasian race. Realities, behavior, and phenomena. There are times that we find ourselves in a situation unlike other situations. We personally encountered different ways of going things, behaving, and make sense of events. Observing them, we cannot help but ask why do personally do such a thing? What makes it normal and acceptable to some person, some places, and acceptable to others in other places? By its nature, we have social realities, the behavior and phenomena. Do you know what is standby? Gary graduated a year ago despite being blessed with several jobs offered. He chose to become jobless and hung around with his barkada. Together, they love to stand by in the town of Plaza, especially at night. So this is one Naboto represent as standby. Jobless, with friends, and at the same time, looking for a luck what will be in his future. Another term for social behavior and phenomena are called lagay. A businessman Mangleo is used to giving padulas or lagay to his main suppliers in order to expedite his business transaction with them. Sometimes they also use them as inequalities, whether they want to enter in a government right away, and also in business as well as in others. Food taboos. Members of Seventh-day Adventist Church are strongly prohibited for eating pork and food with blood as well as from smoking and drinking alcohol beverage. Let's try to respect other religion. They don't want to eat a meat blood. They don't drink alcohol as well as other smoking and alcohol beverage. This is what you call the food taboos. Same-sex partnership. Darius is openly gay. He lives with his partner Garner. He and Garner are both college professors in the local city college. Same-sex partnership is prohibited in other countries like United States of America, Australia, Denmark, France, Norway, and other countries. And that's the reason why they already approved the same-sex marriage. But first, you need to have a same-sex partnership before you go in a same-sex marriage. This photo represents use of a go between platoon. If grades were two bases of Braz's standing in his economic class, he would surely fail the course. However, he was given a passing grade by his economic teacher, who happened to be a childhood friend of his mother. In order not to fail, he used to become padrino. Social dynamics, social, political, and cultural change. Social dynamics, social, political, and cultural change. Selfieing. This photo represents a selfie by using a cell phone. Taking selfies in Eliza's spray application It became a habit when her parents gave her a phone on her birthday. That's the reason why they want to express herself in taking picture by herself. Political dynasty. This photo represents a political dynasty happened in our Philippines. Like for example, President Marcos became a president of the Philippines and his son and other daughters also running for different governor politics in our country. Kapitan Tim is the incumbent mayor of the city of Amin Amin. His son Timmy Jr. is currently running for congressional seat of the district, a position occupied by his mother Congressman Valencia for about 3 years consecutive terms. Transnational families. This photo represents other parents are also working in other countries in order to survive his families. Amina, a college student, is living alone in Manila. Both of her parents are working OFWs working in the Middle East. She visits them every summer break. Youth volunteerism. As a youth volunteer, Berna finds a rainy season a busy season due to the frequency typhoon related to disaster. Sometimes, she spends her own money to buy relief goods for typhoon victims. Youth volunteerism in order to avoid standby. The youth also volunteer in different barangays as well as the other communities, like playing basketball, volleyball, social politics, kabataan barangays, and others. Video game. What's the reason why almost all students as nowadays they are addicted with video games? Like for example, Mobile Legends, Rockmine, and others. Video gaming. Michael almost missed the chance to finish high school because he had been absent most of the time playing Clash of the Clans. Social media user. Social media user numbers have surged in the past 12 months with 520 million new users joining the social media in the year to July 2021. That equates to annualized growth of 13.1% and an average 16.5 new users every single second. It's also worth noting that comparisons of social media users to total population may underrepresent the full extent of social media use because most social media companies restrict use of their platforms to people aged 13 and above. This photo represents of social media. That's why many people nowadays using Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Yahoo, Skype, and others. What is the purpose of the social media? First, in using Facebook Live in order to sell a product, friend the user, information news, and others. Even also the YouTube, we can get some other information like news, information, data, and different countries all over the world. Even also we have to use in acknowledging our jobs, find the market, and also for the e-commerce. That's why, as nowadays, we are in e-digital economy during the time of our COVID-19 era. People ask, what is the point of TikTok? Have you ever tried this one? For you, what is the meaning of TikTok? TikTok is a social media platform creating, sharing, and discovering short videos. The app is used by young people as an outlet to express themselves through singing, dancing, comedy, lip singing, and allows users to create videos and share them across a community.